right, we back. Getting Buckets, episode 8, playoff edition. First round of the playoffs beginning very, very soon. But as you see, I got my dog in the 23 jersey over there, Rayvon.
LeBron. This is a special edition, by the way. I'm not gonna turn around right now, but this is signed by LeBron James himself.
So, who signed it?
Himself. Well, you know how that works.
Hey, man,
You
if
know
you
we,
say so.
you put a price on that. You can't put a price. Look, man, you can't put no price on this, baby. Well, you can.
Well, you can, and the price definitely gonna be as high if it's fake.
I wouldn't put a price on it though. Let's go, James.
Yeah, if it was actually signed.
Well, to me it's time, brother. To me it's
Fair
time.
enough. Anyway, it's my dog Rayvon, man. We go way back like car seats, and we're gonna get into this action.
It's facts. Elvin Khan shit. Shout
Facts,
out all
bro.
my dogs that went to Elvin Khan, man. So
On God, on God. But as I said, we're gonna get into the hoops. But before we get into the playoffs, Rayvon had a message she wants to give about the Kings. So floor is
so
yours.
yeah, man. So I don't honestly, bro, the beam, right?
Light the beam.
Light the beam. Why are we not lighting the beam? And it's like, the Kings, they was some potential, like what, maybe like 2 seasons ago.
Yeah.
What were they? Second
They
round exit.
well, I think they actually
Oh no, that was
they got
I think that was the first round.
they got bounced in the first round. They were the number 3 seed, but they got bounced by the Warriors in game 7 when Steph went for 50.
So, bro, is it like they fired the coach and who was it?
Mike
Mike
Brown.
Mike Brown, old black ball nigga, right?
Yeah.
Like not old. You heard me?
Yeah, I got you.
Who did they hire?
I don't think they've hired anybody yet. They just got an interim
Oh,
coach going
well,
on.
that is fucking. I don't know what's going on in that front office, but I don't know, bro. I don't, dude. I watched them play the other day, and it's like they don't have any plays. I honestly, I don't know if they have any plays or if they play through anybody, but it's every play I see dribble handoff from Sabonis, dribble handoffs from Sabonis, and it's like there's no ball movement. It's what are we doing? How are we gonna score the ball? Like I
Well,
don't.
wait,
I'm so like, oh man,
they trade
I'm sorry, Will. I gotta cut you off, bro. I'm like Sabonis. He want to be a point guard so bad, and I noticed that every time they play the Lakers, because like he don't ever look to score. He don't ever look to score, and when he does score, it's either off of a putback, offensive rebound, or like they get the switch, and because he don't score in bigs like that. Because
hmm
like I said, 9 times out of 10, it's dribble handoff. All right, uh, Zach Levine, you do your thing. I'm a crash for the board.
hmm
That's like how they play, bro. I hate it. It's so
Um,
boring.
well, I think part of the reason he playing point guard is because they lost Fox middle of the season, so now they're like they didn't have a plan going to not for one they have an interim coach in Doug Christie, and then they lose their starting point guard, so now they're like well they don't even know what they do, and then they bring in Zach Levine who's another like ball handler like ball, but he's not a point guard, so they're like trying to figure out who to like run the show and
Yeah,
orchestrate things. And they don't really have that option, which is why they've kind of tailspun the way they have.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
but
They don't have no playmaker for
well, what you think they should do then going into
for
this offseason since they just
for
lost?
facilitator. Uh, Look, man, you need to get you. It may start with the coach. It may start with the coach, bro. Because at the end of the day, we're
Well,
gonna
yeah,
play a certain way, and it's gonna be. and it's gonna be his way at the end of the day.
Well,
But
yeah, they're gonna get a new coach. I'm not sure Doug Christie's gonna be the he could be, but I don't see them promoting him. They're probably gonna go and search for somebody else. We shall see. So yeah, I mean he'll have an imprint on it, but I also don't think I don't think Sabonis is a number two player. I think if he's the third best player on your team, you can win. If he's the second best player, I don't believe you can win.
yeah, yeah, I don't think he's the second best player on this team at all. Most
So
definitely, third option for sure.
yeah, right now he's like kind of pretending to be their best player. So they're
And
really
not
all out of
even,
whack.
but he's not even. Yeah, he's not a reliable option at,
Nah, because
at all.
he don't go get buckets enough.
Yeah, buckets. I could put up a whopping 15. Shit, give me some minutes, bro.
So that's your
Your
beef
buckets
with
podcast.
facts. So
Like and
that's your
subscribe, nigga.
so yeah, you hear what he said. You heard what he said. So that's your beef with the Sacramento Kings.
Mhm. Like, ah man, nah, bro.
I find it
I said
hard
it
for me
before,
to
bro.
like react because they've always been trash my whole life. So
What's up?
I kind of just expect this at this point.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
Nah, I like, bro. I'm saying like the fun, like enter the entertainment in basketball is like how the Nuggets play. Like like everybody has a somebody has a role, but you got Jokic running the floor 25-8. Bro, he just makes it easier for everybody, and I see the way that um like like bro, why is Aaron Gordon scoring like 30 plus now?
Because he's people
Why?
leaving him open to take what they let him shoot shots because people are willing to live with that.
And 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 I think that's the Jokic effect, bro. I think that's the Jokic effect. Like even with Christian Braun, bro, like that, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like when he first came into the league, bro, I ain't gonna lie, I did not like that nigga because I knew what he was gonna become, and now this nigga is slowly becoming as to what I don't like, but it's working out for the nigga. Like I'm a hate, like I ain't gonna lie, I don't know, bro. I don't like that nigga, but he fucking good, bro. He good, bro. I'm
Wait, so
telling you, bro. The Jokic
what's the Jokic effect?
him and Luca, like kind of like very similar, but just different positions. But
Um,
neither of them kind of really play defense. But
um, I think, I think it's what I think for the in the Nuggets case, it's like you let everybody else try and beat you. You make Nikola Jokic try to beat you by himself. You let everybody else
hmm
shoot. You let Jokic do whatever he wants. Everybody else, like, bro, y'all, I'm not letting y'all get off. And that's why, if you
yeah,
notice, all of his high scoring games, they don't play well. And I said that, and then there was a graphic that came out that showed it. And I said it, and when I posted it, everybody was like, "Oh, you tripping?" I'm like, if you look at all of his games, it's because the rest of the team ain't involved. So even if he go get 50 or 60, when the rest of the team cold and don't have a rhythm because they ain't making shots, and you're making Jokic shoot all the shots, now they're not in rhythm when the ball comes. So now they're not playing as well as they should be.
right,
And so that would be my
right,
plan. Let him go for they're more dangerous when he has 28, 15 and 15 than when he has 46 and 6. They're more dangerous when he has the 15 assists.
right.
So,
I think it was a similar. I forgot which game, but I think there was like maybe dang. I think it was like two games that we had lost in a row. The Lakers.
mhm.
And I think one of the games Luca went for like it was like 20 plus by halftime. But
Against Milwaukee.
did we lose that game?
Yeah.
Yeah, see. Like how you said, if if other players can't get into the rhythm, then it's like, dang, can we even? Because like Luka's scoring 20 plus, that's amazing, that's
Yeah.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
But
Don't and if
everybody
that's the
else ain't getting
problem.
involved.
Exactly, and that's the problem because if it's a low scoring game, then a Jokic 50 or a Luca 50 can matter. But if
Mhm.
it's a high scoring game and Luca has 50, but the rest of the team ain't cooking, you're gonna lose because you're not matching the production of the other team because
Yeah,
you're not gonna get that high if it's just Luca cooking and nobody else cooking. Now, if it's the final 2 minutes and the score is 100-100, that's a game where his 50 points matter because even if they're struggling, the rest of the team probably got 50 points. So
right.
that's the
But
game is
then it's
even. So now Luca can take the game home. But now if it's the final 2 minutes, or let's just say the final 5 minutes, and the other team opposite of Luca got 115 and he got 102, that's the kind of game where they're struggling. They don't have enough points to pick it up because their defense didn't help the Luca 50 because and his teammates weren't helping him in his 50 because one, he was probably shooting a lot of shots that they didn't get, and two, when they did get shots, they didn't make them because they didn't have a rhythm because of how many
yeah,
shots Luca or Jokic was taking.
yeah, that's crazy.
That's the way it go.
Bro, this is bro. If I was like faded, you probably would have been speaking to me in tongues right now, bro. So I understand. I understood everything you just said right now.
I got elite ball knowledge, bro.
And I got LeBron. Go
Talk about
through
the
LeBron.
man on the Lakers.
Um, um,
About the man on the Lakers. Man, they said we got Luka Don, A. Reeves, and then LeBron.
Hey man.
The real big three.
So I seen something the other day. It was like it was I know Bleacher Report showed it us this. It was like a trio of Jokic, Luka, and LeBron,
What?
like teaming up.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying, just a little post I just
Oh,
seen.
like Jokic coming to the Lakers.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't see that happening. But hey, crazier things have happened, like Luka Doncic being a Laker. So you ain't never gonna know. But
I can.
now
Uh, I
to
don't
the
know.
good
I can see it, bro.
to the good part of this, to the best part of the NBA season, the NBA playoffs. We're gonna start on the West Coast because the West Coast is the best coast.
Mm,
So obviously you got the Thunder versus whoever wins this playing the playing game between Dallas and the Memphis Grizzlies. I
yeah,
think the Thunder are gonna beat whoever they play.
yeah.
So
That's no doubt.
I think that series is pretty easy and don't really got to
Cuts out the
go
cuts out the
deep into
bag.
that. Now the Thunder can have problems in the next round, I believe, but this first round, I believe they got it locked up.
Who would they play in the second round?
Clippers Nuggets.
Oh yes. Oh, I'm not gonna lie. I'm hyped for I'm yeah. I'm excited to see what the Nuggets and Clippers series look like. See what the
I think all the West series besides the Thunder one, I think they'll mop whoever they play. But I think the
yeah.
Lakers series is going to be amazing.
That's always I mean that's
I
always
think
the
Rocket
movie.
series will be amazing. And I think the Nuggets Clipper series is going to be amazing.
Yeah, the Rockets play.
Warriors.
I mean, yeah, I
Let's
think
while we're on it, let's go since we each got the Thunder. Let's go to the Rockets Warrior series. How you
I
feel
got
like that's going to turn out?
the Warriors are yeah, they got that. They got that for sure. I think
So
I think I think I
what's your
think
prediction?
Jimmy look, man, I think Jimmy Butler needs to take at least 5 threes per game, to be
No,
honest. So yeah.
no.
I bet look, I'd rather Jimmy take at least 5 threes than Pods, the Pods dude. I'd rather I'd rather Jimmy take at least 5 threes per game than Pods taking like 8, 9.
Pods can shoot though.
On selective days, bro.
I mean, he's a solid shooter. He's improved from the beginning of the season to now. Now he's in it. Now he's in his groove. No, you don't want Jimmy just
I
coming
don't
into
like
a game
pods.
forcing 3-point shots. It's one thing if he's got it going, but you want to talk about streaky 3-point shooters. That is the definition of Jimmy Butler.
I'm just saying, bro. He
Talk about
hits
selective days.
if he can hit at
Yeah.
least two, get a whopping 22 per game,
Well,
along
I
with
think yeah.
Curry's 28 to 30. Stack
Well,
that up with Draymond's 8 assists, maybe,
okay, but
maybe,
here
hopefully.
you just think Curry's gonna cakewalk into 28 or 30.
Oh no, I didn't say that. I seen
Yeah, well, you just said he
shit.
was aver you just said he was averaging 28, 30.
If I said if they can.
You just said
My
he was aver
predictions.
you said if Jimmy can average a whopping 22 to go along with Curry's 28 to 30.
Yeah. Okay, I did say that.
Yeah. Uh, you know who's on the other side, right?
Let's see. You got Dylan the Menace Brooks.
Nope, I ain't talking about him. He won't
Okay.
be on Steph.
You got you got Jalen Green.
He won't be on Steph. Let's see if
Not
Draymond's
Fred.
ball knowledge. Nope, not
Not
Fred.
no
Let's
Fred.
nope,
Not no Jabari Smith Jr.
nope. This dude don't got ball knowledge.
Bro, on the Rockets.
On the Rockets.
Not no Jeff Green.
No, he might be the most he's arguably the most athletic player in the NBA.
Am I tripping right now?
You
Hmm.
tripping.
All right, cool.
Amen Thompson.
Okay, yeah, I am tweaking. Yeah, okay.
He gonna chase that dude all the way around the floor. And obviously Steph is Steph, but Amen Thompson, last time they played, he held him to 1 for 10 shooting.
They said he literally held him though.
So
I
uh
didn't, I didn't see, but they said he literally held him.
yeah, to 1 for 10.
No, like he literally held him. Like,
Okay, you could say okay, okay, let's say that. Okay, he held him. I can say Draymond Green sets illegal screens all goddamn game that gets Steph Curry open.
that's facts.
So they, if you ain't gonna call them illegal screens, don't call them holds.
That's that's valid. The way these refs be
So,
calling these games.
but Amin Thompson, uh, that dude, bruh, give it. He's only in year two. Give it when he gets to year 4, 5. Oh boy, if he develops a jump shot to where he even shoots 35% from three, oh, there's
Yeah.
nothing that nobody can do with Amin Thompson.
Who's better, him or his brother?
Him. They're both insane
Amen.
athletes, but as a basketball player, Amin is more progressed at this point than
Yeah,
Asir.
yeah.
Asar.
Bro, see him and Braun, like those type of players. I don't know. These like defensive menaces that can these they can slash the basket like easily on anybody. Like I don't know these aggressive, get off me. I like these players, but I hate when they go against.
Your team.
Yeah,
Yeah, but you love when they're on your team. But I love Amin Thompson, bro. And I still think the Warriors win the series. But I don't I think they win it
yeah,
in
it's gonna
like
be really tough.
yes, I think they'll win it in like a quick amount of games. I'll say they win it in like 5, 6. But I think every game is going to be tough and a dogfight. I think they pull it
Dog fight.
out. I think they pull it out. Like I think they pull out most of the games because of their experience down the final 5 minutes, and they have go-to players that the Rockets don't have. But I think the
Mm-hmm.
game is going to be a dogfight from first quarter to fourth quarter, and that's going to make it interesting. Uh, I don't think that, like I said, I don't think the Houston Rockets have enough experience or go-to shot making consistently to compete. But I think they
Yeah,
can
most
scrap and make
definitely.
the game tough and raggedy, and
Yeah,
they gonna make Jimmy and Steph fight for points for
yeah,
sure.
it's gonna be close games for sure with that series. I think because if once the Warriors, I think once the Warriors pull away, like like you said, the Rockets they gonna need consistency shooting, and I don't think they have that. But if the
But
Warriors,
Here's the thing: the Warriors like to get out and run, and that plays right into the hand of the Houston Rockets.
Yeah.
That's what the Rockets want to do is get out and run. So it's going to be interesting to see if like Golden State slows it down and runs a little more half court. But they love getting out and Steph Curry hitting those transition threes that change that make the crowd go crazy and make the game change when he hit in those transition threes. And so they love to get out and push the pace and get Steph Curry those wide open easy looks. Um, but if they're doing that, that's gonna that I mean Houston's also running. And so I think what is gonna be big is the Warriors are probably gonna have to slow it down a bit. And I think the Warriors have to manage their turnovers. That's for anybody, but I think specifically this series because of how they like to run, the Rockets that is, they have to make the Warriors have to make sure they're not turning the ball over.
How are you guarding Curry if you're guarding Curry?
Well, I'm at Thompson to be guarding Curry. Um, you chasing him everywhere he goes. I'm front guarding him, and I'm
Hmm.
chasing him everywhere he goes. And I'm not falling for a pump fake. You're gonna have to shoot everything with me right on top of you, beside you, whatever. But I'm not jumping for. That's how like a lot of these guys like they're so scared of his jump shot they jump and then now they're out of position. Now now he's definitely wide open
Yeah.
because there's no. Now I'm gonna be right. And you got to make sure when he comes off them screens because he's gonna quickly catch it and shoot. So you got to make sure you're controlled enough to where you're just not gonna run into his body and he's gonna flail his legs and look for calls. So you got to make sure
Hey,
that yeah, everybody do it. It's not just Steph, but you know he's gonna catch the ball off of them screens and quickly rise up and quickly flail his legs as if he got hit, even if he did it. So you got to make sure you're in position where you're not touching him, but you're also not going for the pump fake. So if you go for the pump fakes, now you're at his mercy.
yeah. And shoot, no, ain't no telling
Yeah,
that. 9 times out of 10, if you go for the pump fake and he gets the foul, that motherfucker might go in.
oh yeah, that 4 point play is always a possibility with Steph. But that's why I'm saying they got to make sure you got to be disciplined. I think the biggest thing with guarding Steph is discipline. Most of the defenders are not disciplined. Like
Yeah,
like they chase, but then like and it's obviously it's harder in game because like obviously the plan going in is to be disciplined, and then it's harder like when you're actually doing it. So I understand that, but you got to be disciplined, and I think Amon Thompson is the guy that is disciplined enough to understand that, and he's big enough, fast enough, athletic enough to chase Steph Curry around and make it tough on Steph because he can do it all game because he got young legs. This is year two, so he can run all day if he needs to.
yeah, bro. If I'm not gonna lie, bro. If I'm a Man Thompson right now, bro, and I'm watching this right now, bro, and I'm watching this right now, bro, I'm telling you, Amen Thompson, you need to be chasing a freaking chicken like right now, bro.
Oh
Like
yeah,
that's
if
I ain't gonna lie, that's how I would actually prepare to like guard Steph Curry. Like I'm chasing a chicken that's going at 100, bro.
yeah Steph is so unique because he he creates such a defensive his the way he creates defensive misunderstandings is unlike any other player in the NBA because that dude is constantly running.
Dude,
That's
hey,
a
that it was like a couple. It was yeah. It was Curry.
playing
Curry
it
had
was
he had the last 10 points of the game. That's all.
yeah.
That's what I do know. It was a play that they ran. I think Curry brought the ball up the court. Um, hit Jimmy, hit Jimmy on the right, maybe I think the right side of the elbow. Draymond's in the left side of the corner by himself.
Yep, and he throws it to Jimmy and then Draymond
Throws it
sets
to
the back
Jimmy.
pick and Curry, yep.
That was so beautiful. They ran it. They was about to run it twice because I saw them do it the next the next play, but a whistle happened.
Yep.
But
You got to stay attached to Steph, and
that
that's what
was
I'm saying.
just
If I'm him, I'm face guarding him, right? Because what he does, so like it's hard to do it, but he's gonna get off of it, right? And now
yeah,
he's standing just right here, and he's gonna go left this way. So I'd be face guarding him, and he always gives a push off. It's never called, but
yeah,
he always gives that push off to give him that little speed boost. So I'm not doing like I would not play him to come to Jimmy. I'm just gonna stand in front of it because if I'm on his I stand on his right shoulder whatever side he's passing to Jimmy so Jimmy can throw it back over the top. Whatever side Jimmy's on, I'm standing on that shoulder So he can't go that way. So now he's forced to go the other way. So now even if
Yeah,
you push me, I'm still going this way. You're not gonna have enough time to get
yeah, I
off of
see
me.
what you're saying. Yeah,
I'm not
you
like
just
because you
start
can't go
calling
this
this
way because
stupid.
I'm already here. So you got to run at me. And if you run at me, I'm just gonna fall down because now it's a charge going the other way.
You said
So
they
I'm
don't
gonna
call it though.
yeah. But I mean, but at this point, it's gonna look like a tackle because I'm already on him. Like I'm face
Yeah,
guarding him this way, so I'm on you. So if you're running at me this way, you're running right through my chest. There's no way you can't call that one.
yeah, you just blew up the play right there. Actually,
Exactly. So I'm gonna face guard him the whole way, and I'm not letting him go that way, and he's gonna have to go that way. And like I said, now this is where you're disciplined. One, you got to get over the Draymond Green illegal screen because you know it's gonna be illegal. That dude will never set a legal screen. So you know you got to get over the illegal screen, and you know Steph is likely gonna have this pump fake. Don't go for it. Just make him shoot a tough shot. Obviously, he's gonna
Scottie
make
Pippen
some.
Jr. went for it twice, that
He
three
kept going
times the
for
other
it,
night.
kept going for it. I'm like, bro, you
Man,
got and
stay.
like I get it. It's Steph. You got it. Like he puts like his jump shot. It puts more fear than anybody else. I understand, but you got to be disciplined because now you jump and all you do is fly all the way over here, and now he's just looking right at the basket. There's nothing there. You're not on the side of him. You're just out of the picture. That's too good of a look. That's too good of a look for me. It's definitely too good of a look for Steph Curry.
Yeah,
So
he was locked in on that shot.
yeah, so you got it.
No problem.
So you got to be disciplined. So I think that's going to be the thing for them is discipline. What I also think can play to their advantage though, uh, a lot of and especially Steph Curry, a lot of Steph Curry's, but the Golden State Warriors as a whole, but a lot of their threes come off of long offensive rebounds. The Houston Rockets are the number one, are one of the, I think they're number one, but they're definitely in the top three of defensive rebounding. So if they control the glass, which they should because they're bigger than them, that's also going to keep points away from Golden State.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know why the Warriors like never had a center. I mean, James Wiseman
Because you
has
can't
a
play
bust.
because the problem is you can't play Draymond at the four with the center because now you have no spacing.
I mean, not a, nah, 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 nah. Maybe nah, you might be right.
That's the problem. You don't have any spacing
So we just
unless
lost.
unless that center is an absolute knockdown sniper. You don't have another center to play.
Maybe could get one that could shoot.
Yeah, but he's got to be knocked down. It can't be no inconsistent 3 point big. Like he's got to be able to knock him down because other than that, it's gonna be Draymond. Ain't nobody worried about him shooting, and then another non-shooting big. You ain't worried about him. And then now you have Steph, you know who could shoot, but who else gonna be on the court? Like think about their history. Iguodala was on the court, so if you have Iguodala plus those two bigs, that's three non-shooters.
Bro, I don't know how they won a championship, to be honest. Now that you put it like that. Well, they had Klay Thompson.
Well, they played Draymond at the five, so they did it. They didn't need. They didn't need.
Iguodala was MVP.
Yeah, that was a crazy MVP though. I don't like that's good. Like he did do a good job on Braun, but Braun still averaged like 32, like 12 and 9 in that series.
Yeah.
So, and he got MVP. But hey, that ain't the here nor there.
Oh
But
well. I got the Warriors coming out.
in what?
Uh, maybe in six. Yeah, it'll be 5 or 6. It won't be easy for sure.
Yeah, I got 5 or 6. All right. That's the 2 versus 6 matchup. 3-6. Lakers Wolves. How you see that one playing out?
You know, it may be some Luka magic in there with I don't know. See if I'm the Timberwolves, bro, and I see it's getting bad for Rudy Gobert, pulling him out, bro. You're gonna have to come out. Might have to play. Honestly, might have to. Hmm. Yeah, might have to play Julius Randle at that 5, bro.
Well,
At some not.
they'd bring in Nas.
Oh yeah. We do have Nas. I am not
I was
no
gonna say
Timberwolves fan.
who's we?
They do have Nas Reed. Um, I don't honestly about Nas Reed's game. He damn. See, this is what I don't like. This is what I don't like about the NBA. Like Curry, he really did change the NBA with the three. Like I
Hmm.
will hands down give him that. but it's like now everybody just stands like around the arc. Like
Hmm.
there, it's really no more slashers. Really, everybody knows how to shoot,
Well,
and it,
it's kind of glorified. Some teams play more precise with sets and motion, uh, but a lot of it is like it's like predetermined basketball.
yeah,
It's like I'm gonna drive and either I got like a floater or I'm just gonna kick it out. That's all it is. It's a drive and kick
yeah,
game. It's no more like pass, swing, swing with the back cut, with the slash behind, whatever. It's really just more drive and kick kind of game. And Kobe said that. Kobe said that what 2016, 2017.
hmm
He said it's accidental basketball.
the game changed really.
So there's no purpose to what they're doing. Um, but it's also the greatest players in the world. So
Nas Reed, man, yeah, he just stand at the, he literally just stand at the top of the key. Like I don't be seeing him crash for boards. Like
Nas not
unless it comes to him, if it comes to him, he's right at the right place, right
here's
time. He
here's what
really
I
no
feel
board
about this
crasher
series.
though.
I think the Lakers should win it pretty easily. I think they should win it in 5 games.
Yeah,
As Shannon said, Teen Wolf, Timberwolf, Big Wolf. Lakers in 5.
that's
But
it.
but I think they should win it pretty easily because I just don't know if Ant-Man has enough help with them to make the series go longer. And Julius Randle's been
Ant-Man.
known to not be a big playoff performer. Like he hasn't been a big playoff performer. And I feel like it's gonna if and I feel like for the Lakers, what the Lakers should want to do is make Ant-Man feel I kind of run it as like they're playing the how I said guard Jokic. I'd kind of make Anthony Edwards take all the shots. I want him to feel like it's hero ball.
Yeah.
If you make Anthony Edwards play hero ball, the Lakers might sweep the Timberwolves. They might get a game if Anthony Edwards is just super hot and the Lakers don't have a good shooting night. But if you make Anthony Edwards play hero ball, that's I don't think the Timberwolves can't win that way. They need other players to contribute because Anthony Edwards by himself cannot match the output. He might not be able to match the output of Luca alone, let alone LeBron and AR.
Hell no. Hell no.
That's what I'm
It's
saying. So let alone LeBron and AR, he might not. He and like yeah, and it's kind of the same thing with the Anthony Davis thing against Jokic. Even in games where Anthony Davis would match his point total, Jokic still had 10, 11, 12 assists. So he's still not creating enough points to to counteract that matchup. So let's say Luca and Ant go for 35, but Ant got 3 assists and Luca got 12. So they had the same amount of points, but Luca generated another 20 points off of his assists,
mhm.
another 20 to 30 points off of his assists. So not to mention LeBron and AR. So he needs the rest of those guys to help match that, which I just don't think that they can do. They can maybe do it for one game, maybe two games, but they just don't have enough firepower to consistently match the Lakers' firepower.
As long as
And that's not mentioning if Gabe gets hot for one game, or if Dorian Finney-Smith gets hot, or if Rui gets hot for a
right.
game.
I
That's
was
just the
gonna
big
say.
three.
Yeah, I was gonna say as long as our shooters can hit shots,
Yeah.
because the game comes easy to Luke and LeBron. So like even Dorian Finney Smith said, I've never been so open in my life. We just need you guys to hit your shots. That's it.
Yeah. And that's why it's going to
We
be
don't.
very interesting to see what happens with Gobert because the advantage that the Wolves would have is size. But we saw what happened when they left when they left Gobert in there last year, and Luca was out there dancing on that boy.
Yeah.
Luca hit that game winner over him, and yeah, and started dancing, and he goes into that post game interview. He said, "I ain't fast, but I'm faster than him. That
Yeah.
can't guard
That's all
me."
that matters. That's all that matters.
So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens when they how that cat and mouse game. What I also think is great. He's a rookie. He's only a rookie head coach, but I think JJ Redick is gonna his game planning is gonna be second to none in these playoffs. I feel
Yeah.
as like going into any game, the Lakers have a coaching if not equal an advantage. at minimum because he's gonna be prepared.
Yeah, for sure. I
Something that
think.
Darvin Ham never was.
Look, I think.
Salute.
I
Go
think.
go
I think.
go hard at them dudes.
Yes, sir. Hands in the pocket all day. But I think honestly, mm, like watching when I was watching like the Mind of the
Mind the
LeBron's
game
podcast, Mind the Game,
with JJ or with Steve.
with JJ when he first hopped on it. I watched that whole thing. So I feel like I think I think when they hired JJ, like I, honestly, I thought it was perfect because Braun and JJ they understand the game and they share the same like they just have a lot of when you have a lot of love like because I realize like even watching the Steve Nash episodes like you just gotta have like a lot of love for the game and like not just be playing the game, just be playing the game. Because like when you have a lot of love for the game, it's like you get that obsession, and the obsession is like you want to get better. Like because
Yeah,
dang, bro, I don't know. Like it's really levels to it. Like
yeah,
that's
there's levels
what I
to it.
realized. Yeah, I realized that growing up a lot, bro. There's levels to this shit.
Yeah. So that series is gonna be. I think the Lakers should win it. But I think there will be a game in there where Ant Man goes ballistic and wins them a game. He's just not gonna be able to do that for 4 games
Not
and
gonna
ultimately
be,
beat the
yeah,
Lakers.
hell no.
So
He can't do that.
yeah, so that's gonna
He is
that's
not,
good.
I'm sorry, he is not the face of the league or the next face of the league. For sure not. He has his
Well, he would
little,
be. The problem is in them interviews, he just don't care,
you know, and honestly, I think he'll get some backlash for sure from the
bro.
whole baby mama child
Yeah.
support thing
But
for
what
sure.
what did he say in the locker room the other
Oh
day?
god,
He said what did he say? He said, "I'm the best player in the world. Tell all the girls." That dude just be out there acting a fool. That dude's a clown, bro. That dude be out there clowning, bro.
you can't be a
So
role model from that, bro.
yeah, he can. It's not the message that the NBA gonna want to send. Well, for people that look like us, why not?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, but um, to be the face of the league though.
No, that's why I said he's not gonna be the face the NBA wants because the NBA doesn't really portray its image isn't really portrayed. It's to people that look like us and people that look like Ant and people that talk like Ant.
Yeah.
But um,
But
Ant Man him,
people take stuff and run with it, all
yeah.
run with it.
Well, that's why he can't. He ain't gonna be the face. He ain't gonna be the face of the league for that because he's too black.
Too black.
He too black,
He is
and
black.
he and
He's very
and he
black.
doesn't
Not
cen-
gonna
and
lie.
he doesn't censor it.
He doesn't.
So
It's kind of like LaMelo Ball, but LaMelo Ball is just like he's goofy as hell.
yeah,
He
so
don't
they
care either.
just they go out there and be who they are, and I love it. Like be who you are,
Some
bro. Like yeah, he ain't gonna
YNs.
be. Yeah, and they gonna go out there and they gonna get buckets and they funny and look you notice off the court everybody like he get all the endorsement deals and all the fans love Ant Man because he's authentically himself and
He's
that's what
him.
like us fans want to see. But the NBA don't. It's kind of funny. The NBA don't want to promote that when that's what the fans really like. But they have an
Yeah,
image in their head and it's because of the sponsors and whatnot. So I get that,
yeah,
but the image that the NBA has in its head and the image that the I mean that the NBA fans have in their head is two different things. So it's very funny. Like,
yeah,
and that's why they're struggling to find the new face because the new face it would be like Jason Tatum is who like they'd want, but the fans don't really care about Jason Tatum.
yeah.
And it's us who kind of pick who the next face of the league is. If we don't care about you and we don't like and if we don't have the conversation about you, like it's given by us. It's not chosen. Like we pick Brian, we pick Mike, we pick Kobe. The NBA don't just get a pick. They can try whoever they want, but it ain't gonna work until we accept who we want to accept.
I don't know how. I
That's the way it
don't know
goes.
how. gonna transition into being the face, but we're gonna
How it
see.
go. That's how it
But
go.
really, dang. Now that you put it that way, dang, because a lot of people just see as being the face is like people want to like they want they want it to be
They
like
want
the
them.
next goat.
They wa-
Like
well, they also want it like when you think about it, like when you talk about all those guys that have kind of been the faces, the Mikes, the Kobe's, the LeBrons. They're buttoned up. They talk proper and whatnot. But it's a new day and age now, and that's really not what's selling anymore.
yeah,
Like you got to be so you got to be so great, like so great to have that matter because there's people with charisma that some of these superstars just don't got. Jason Tatum don't got the
yeah,
charisma of Ant-Man, and that's just the way it is. That's something that can't be taught, it can't be given. It's just you just got it or you don't. You don't have the charisma of Ant. I think Ja was on his way, but Ja started doing stupid stuff. Like he's he started doing stupid stuff, bro. Like
seen that this morning, like for the first time actually. I'm like, bro, you just all right, bro. You just
yeah,
threw a whole grenade.
he can't stop. And you think about it, like Ant Man ain't doing none of that. It's just but like he cut like and the only thing he really do is just he cussing his interviews.
Yeah, honestly, that's really it.
That's all he just cuss in his interviews, and it's like, bro, like even when he try to stop, bro, it's just innately he gonna cuss, bro. So it's like grown folks cuss, bro. So get over it. Like I feel like some of
Dude,
these places gotta get over that image. But that's also the thing. I feel like if like Tom Brady used to cuss all the time. They slogan LFG all the time. But Tom Brady don't look like Ant.
you don't.
That's the difference. Because everybody cuss, but it's only wrong when Ant Man do it. It ain't wrong when Tom Brady do it.
And Ant has a you gotta think about it. He got that accent on him.
Yeah,
He's very dark. No,
yeah.
just
That's what I'm
playing.
saying.
But
He black. Like he
yeah, he's
talk how
black.
he talk, and he look how he look. He walk in there with the backwards hat on.
It's him, bro.
Yeah. So they like it ain't what they want to see. It's the same way they try to treat Allen Iverson, but some things just bigger than what they try to present. Like as much as they try to stop Allen Iverson, bro, Allen Iverson was the culture.
Yes, he went
And whether
nasty.
they want to admit it or not, bro, if the culture is what represents the NBA, the NFL, you got more people that watch the NFL, but the NBA, that is the black man sport.
It's me all day.
They can't. If we stop watching, there ain't gonna be enough people watching. Dead homies.
I'm not ready for LeBron to retire. Honestly, I'm not.
Are you gonna cry or something?
I ain't gonna cry, but
You gonna cry?
it's gonna be like,
Talk about my
damn.
glorious king.
This is gonna be like, dang, I'm gonna come home. Like, what's there to watch? These basketball games are on, but LeBron's not playing. No, never mind.
It don't matter. I watch hoops anyway, bro.
Nah,
But yeah, anyway, that's how I see the Lakers
yeah.
in five. That's how I see the Lakers series going. Um, next up we
Bat-
got what you say?
Batman, Superman, Spider Man.
Lakers in five. Like I
Jimmy
said,
Butler talking about something. Oh, it's finally get to play with my Batman. You know, damn, Batman, Superman, Spider Man, like it's a five, baby.
it don't matter. Timberwolf, Big Wolf, Team Wolf. Lakers in five. Put it like that. But yeah, now to I think this might be the most intriguing series of the Western Conference. The Nuggets and the
Yeah,
Clippers. What you got in
yeah.
this one?
Nuggets and the Clippers. I'm excited for this one because of that. What was it? I think it was in 2020 when they was in the bubble. The Clippers did they blow
They
that
blew,
3-1?
yep.
Yeah, I'm
If not,
excited.
it would have been Lakers. It would have been Lakers Clippers in a bubble.
Yeah, that would have been smooth too. But We still would
Yeah,
have
because
got them
we
up out
yeah,
of
well,
there.
yeah, we would have smacked them boys up. Them boys didn't want to see us. Bro, they didn't want to see the Nuggets. They don't the depth they for sure ain't want to see us. Talk about Anthony Davis at the peak of his powers? Yes, sir. Talk about Bron still at the peak of his powers? Yes, sir. Talk about the
Yeah,
supporting cast? Yes, sir.
yeah, we had a good supporting cast. The boys have gone now though on new
Yep.
team. But
Yes,
nah,
sir.
Clippers and Nuggets. Ooh, if Zubac if Zubac can hold Jokic,
To
maybe
what?
I could like really roughing him up. I think maybe we could. Uh,
You keep throwing this weak. You throw this weak term around a lot, bro.
I think maybe they can. Hmm, maybe they can stick around. I think the Clippers could stick around,
So you got the
but
Nuggies.
yeah, I still have the Nuggets for sure.
In what?
Uh, let me think of. Oh, get back to me on that one. I'm not gonna lie.
Uh
I gotta play that one in my head for
I
sure.
wanna I think the Clippers have a really good shot at winning this. I think the Clippers have more depth than the Nuggets do, and I think Kawhi Leonard, he's
Yeah,
helped. Now, here's the thing: Kawhi Leonard can get
Kawhi
hurt at
Leonard
any moment.
healthy
He can, but he
is
here's the
scary
thing:
though.
he can. Oh, it's absolutely scary, but he can get hurt at any moment in time. Obviously, anybody can get hurt, but the percentages of Kawhi getting hurt versus everybody else is like here and here. So,
Yeah, I hope he
uh,
doesn't. I really do.
yeah, I hope, yeah, so I want to see this series. I think it's gonna be a good one. Um, here's the key factor. Well, I got two key factors. You kind of brought it up. It's Zubac, but it's not about him holding Jokic. It's can he stay out of foul trouble? He's got to be on the court
Yeah,
because he's the only one that can bang with Jokic down there. He can't be in foul trouble. So I'll talk about pump fakes with Steph. He better not be going for these Jokic pump fakes. He cannot be in foul trouble.
yeah.
If he gets in foul trouble, the
The
Clippers will lose.
Clippers. Who's
If
the
he gets in
Clippers
foul
that go
trouble,
big?
they kind of go small. They've been going with like Ben
Yeah,
Simmons at the five.
yeah. That be throwing me off, but
But I think I think so that point is big. I think he cannot foul out, and the other one is James Harden. James Harden,
James
we
Harden
got
has to care more. Like,
James
ah,
Harden. We got the APB out. It's the playoffs. Ring ring, James Harden. Can you pick up the phone?
coming from Houston,
Can
clubs
can
is lit.
can you answer the call? Come on, James.
I
Kawhi
just
can
hate
only
how,
do so much.
yeah, I just hate how careless he can be on a turnover. Like, I don't like his body language. I don't like how he don't really try to get back on defense.
It's I love James Harden.
Like, I love him, bro. I really
I
do.
just I think he's at a I just think like sometimes like he just gets in his head, and I feel
Yeah,
like he just got to play free. Like even if he missing, just forget the miss and go down and make the next one.
or make
But
a play
yeah,
as he always does.
just
He
go make
always
a
does.
play. But James Harden got to because there's gonna be at least one. I probably multiple, but there's gonna be one where Kawhi go crazy, Jokic go crazy, Jamal Murray go crazy. Can James Harden match that energy in that game? If Jokic go for 30 and Jamal Murray go for 30 and Kawhi has 30, can James Harden go get 30? Because there's going to be a game. There's going to be a game where Kawhi plays his
Hmm.
tail off and that duo from the Nuggets play they tail off. Can James Harden go be that guy? They have Norman Powell, but for me, it can't be Norman Powell. It's not. It's got to be James Harden. James Harden's got to be the
Yes,
one to match it.
because shoot, you get a look, man. You get a whopping 20. You get a whopping 24 and you get a whopping 24 and a solid maybe 11, 11 assists from Harden. Gotta,
Yeah, I think
gotta get you somewhere.
he's got to be above its averages. Um, So yeah, I think he's got to join the party. If he
Yeah,
joined the party,
I need
because
Norman Powell to get in that lab for sure.
I want to roll
Consume that
Clippers. I
motherfucker.
think the Clippers got this matchup. The only thing that's really holding me back is that the Nuggets have home court.
No, first two.
Yeah, and they'd have a game seven in their house.
No, that's tough. It should be
But
seven.
I think it's the Clipper series to lose, honestly.
I don't know. I think this
I'm,
could go to seven. This maybe could go to
I agree.
seven.
I'm a roll with Kawhi in seven.
Kawhi's been out like half the season, huh?
Yeah, he didn't come back to like January.
Yeah, he's not eligible for any awards. Holy
No, he
shit.
can't get no awards.
Yeah, I got Nuggets in seven for sure.
Yeah, I'm rolling with Kawhi in seven.
I hope Kawhi
Hopefully,
does not get hurt, bro.
I'm rolling with Kawhi in seven.
If they lose Kawhi, just leave, bro.
Yeah.
All right, get out of
I've
there
always
too,
been a
bro.
Kawhi guy, bro. I I don't know if you were hanging out with us yet, but that year that Toronto won the finals with Kawhi,
Hmm. Yeah,
bro, I bet Devin and Asim that they was going to the finals that year because
bro.
they were so high on the Bucks. Like both of them boys, and they were so happy because the Bucks had got up 2-0, and then the Raptors came back and won for them.
Oh, I know a scene was so confident, bro.
Yep, him
I
and
know he
Devin.
was. Devin from Philly, I'm weak.
Yeah. It was just so confident in Giannis that I'm like, bro, they're gonna build a wall. And this was like before, like this was his first MVP. So this
Hmm.
was like before like he was really Giannis. And I'm like,
Yeah,
bro, he don't have a like he don't have enough playoff experience for one, and two, he ain't been he don't know what this game plan gonna be. And I knew I'm like, bro, just stop him from going to the rim and let's see what he do. And he wasn't ready
man,
to break the wall yet.
he still ain't developed jumper, bro.
Yep. And then they put Kawhi on him and built that wall, and it was nowhere for him to go.
That's all it takes for the Bucks to go down.
Yeah.
Let
Well,
it
now
work.
it's different. Giannis is a much better player now than he was then. But at that time, that's all it took. All you have to do was build the wall, and they was going nowhere. So yeah, I'm
Mm.
rolling. I'm rolling. I'm rolling. Clippers in seven. Ravon
Okay.
took Denver in seven.
Yeah, man, seven for sure.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah, well,
All right,
but
to the
what
east.
you
Wait, go
you
ahead.
know you know when I like when I watch these NBA games, like and it's like two teams that I don't even give a fuck about. Like I'm still yelling at the TV, but I'm congratulating each team on like whatever play that
Yeah, that's
happened.
how, yeah. When you
Like,
got no feeling, when you got no money, or you ain't
yeah,
got your team involved.
yeah. Like my team's not involved. I don't care about any of these teams. I'm like, oh, pass. Like, what are you doing? Like, come
Yeah.
on, dog.
I do that. Yeah, I do that. I do that in the Laker games. I'm more extra, but I do that. I critique both teams like all the time. Even in Laker games, like I'll give the other team credit. Like I don't mind. But like if the Lakers lose and they lose because of themselves, that's when it pisses me off. Like when they
Yeah,
just come out and like they just don't got it that night, that's fine. Or like if it's a good game and they just happen to not pull it out, that's fine. But when they're like up and then they blow it, like they did against Chicago, those are the games that piss me off.
yeah.
Those are the games that piss me off.
I just can't be half assing out here, bro,
Yeah.
against anybody.
Now to the East, I think
To the west, to the
obviously I
east.
think Cleveland's gonna win their first round matchup, whoever they play. I think Boston is gonna beat Orlando, and then so
Hold up.
only two real first round series is the Knicks, and the Pistons, and Milwaukee and the Pacers.
Yeah, I think the Knicks and Pistons matchup that's gonna be good.
I agree.
That's gonna be good. I
I just
think
don't think the Pistons have enough. They don't have enough playoff
yeah,
experience.
yeah, yeah. I don't know how it's gonna be for Jalen Duran guarding that pick and roll
Yeah, because
with
he gonna be spaced out because he got a
yeah.
guard Cat at
He's got a
at
guy
the three
got a
point line.
guard cat at the top. That pick and pop.
Because they don't have any playoff experience. And also, and with no
Yeah,
playoff experience, and they super young, and the Garden is
yeah.
hard to play in,
Y'all
and the
not
guard
making it out.
and the Garden's tough to play in. Like they get rocking
Yeah,
in the playoffs.
yeah. They not. They're not
They
doing
get
nothing.
rocking in the playoffs. So I'd go Knicks in five,
What seed are the Pistons?
6.
That's so surprising. Wow, they came a long way.
It's because the whole East sucks.
That's true, but
Because
I
it's
still
good.
think
I
y'all
mean,
might.
as impressive as they've been, they'd still be like the ninth seed in the West. I'll
Oh
tell you
yeah, for
exactly.
sure.
I'll tell you exactly what seed they'd be. And this is
I
with
don't.
them playing Eastern Conference teams, so like they get to play like the sorrier teams more often.
Yeah, I don't know why the East is so whack. Like the East has always been whack.
Yeah, they had 38 losses. Yeah, they'd be ninth place. They would have been ninth place in the West by 4 games. They would have been 4 games behind eighth place in the West.
Still would have been in playing.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, they would have been in the play-in, but like if we took it back to traditional playoffs, they wouldn't have even
Yeah,
made the playoffs
yeah, you're
in
not
the
even in
West.
it. They really just do that playing stuff just for literally. I feel like for viewership and stuff
Oh yeah, they make too much money off of it.
because
You know
yeah,
what? Yeah, yeah. Actually, I want to talk about that too. How do you like the plan? Because I hate it.
uh, I was thinking about that earlier. Yeah, I don't hate it, but I feel like we should just go back to traditional. Like I feel like it's honestly it's unnecessary.
Yeah,
I think it's
as
just
a
unnecessary. I don't hate it, but I think it's
yeah,
just
I guess yeah.
unnecessary.
I think as a fan, it's fine because it's just more like
Yeah,
playoff
it's
type
just
hoops we can watch.
yeah,
So, but for me, it's like though, it's like what do we play 82 games for? For you to
yeah.
just have the ninth or tenth seed get a chance to still make the playoffs. We just played 82 games. They had
Ninth
82
or
games.
10th. Crazy, yeah.
They had 82 games to make the playoffs. So like, why are they being rewarded with the chance to still make the playoffs now? Like for the bubble, it made sense obviously because there was like 20 games that you didn't get to play, so that made
Yeah.
sense. But
That's
when
when it
you get a
started,
play,
huh?
yeah, that's when it started. So it made
Dang.
sense for that year. It may have even made sense for like the year after because of COVID. So you had guys missing randomly and stuff like that. But now with everything back to normal, why the hell are we still allowing the ninth and tenth seed to get obviously? And it's not going away because they get to make money off of it and they get views. So it's gonna help the NBA make money. So it's not going anywhere. So I know that. But just from a straight team and basketball perspective, I think it's dumb. Like you should just shorten the season then.
Hmm.
You should shorten the season to like 65 games and then do a play-in tournament.
Yeah.
Because
Because yeah, you got to make up for the
like
losses.
yeah, so if you're just gonna allow a ninth or tenth place team to still have a chance to make the playoffs, cut the season by 17 games.
That would make more sense, actually.
Yeah, cut the season by 17 games. Now let's do the play-in tournament. Now after 65 games, seventh, eighth, ninth, tenth, you're in the play-in.
Yeah, because if we were playing it, yeah, we should honestly just go back to traditional way.
Yeah, that
'Cause,
thing is
yeah,
ridiculous.
why
That
we
thing is
giving ninth
ridiculous.
and tenth seeds a chance,
Yeah,
honestly.
that is just ridiculous.
Bottom what? Yeah, bottom like 16 and just stay out of business.
Yeah, yeah, that thing is ridiculous. But anyway, back to the playoffs. Now we got Milwaukee and the Pacers. Who you like?
Milwaukee and the Pacers. Ooh, dang, really? Dang, bro. I think if I think if Tyrese Halliburton can hit his shots, because he can easily get a 15 and 13 type of night. But if he's hitting a lot of his threes, bro, a solid 25 and 13. But I don't think he'll be that consistent though. So
Hmm.
as far as that, I think this could go to 6 games maybe. Uh Bucks, maybe.
Remember, there's no Dame.
I know. There's no Dame. Maybe. If not 6 games, either I don't know, bro. It's
That dude said, I don't know.
that one's a toss up in there.
Yeah, that's fair. I would go. I think I'd roll with Milwaukee because I don't think the Pacers got an answer for Giannis Antetokounmpo. There is no answer
The
for the Greek Freak.
Kumpo.
There's no answer for the Greek Freak. So, uh, and the Pacers don't play enough defense like that anyway. Like, and I think their games
Right.
and Milwaukee doesn't
They just
play
want to get the
necessarily
ball
play
out.
fast. So yeah, and Milwaukee doesn't play fast. So in the playoffs, it's going to slow down a little bit. They're obviously going to try to keep
They
it
don't.
paced up, but I think it's going to get slowed down. And when it gets slowed down, I don't know if Giannis has improved on his passing. So even if they try to build that wall, which hasn't worked um in more recent years, granted he's also been hurt a couple times, but you try to build that wall, he's definitely gonna find his teammates now. Their only saving grace might be that they might not have Dame, because with Dame, I think they'd lose at 5 games at most.
Damn, really? You think with Dame they lose in five? I don't think that duel's really even been all that, to be honest.
But they're made for the playoffs.
Yeah,
That duo's
they are.
made for the playoffs, and we haven't seen them healthy yet in the playoffs. But that duo in the playoffs is that pick and roll is going to be unmatched. And you know what Dame could do in the playoffs. We ain't got to worry about what he gonna do.
Game time.
Giannis already done got him a chip, so we gonna see.
Off of running and dunking.
Yep. But anyway,
Unstoppable.
that's been our playoffs. Anything else you want to hit, Rayvon, before we hop off this thing?
Like a spot.
Oh yeah, that's fact. We're gonna hit that in a minute. But you got any other topics you want to hit?
I ain't gonna lie. Next episode, I feel like I feel like we can touch into the WWE shit. I ain't gonna lie. I
Uh,
think yeah, this was pretty long. I think we should next
all right.
episode. So
We could tap into some WWE. I don't watch it like you do though. I just kind of see that like when it just pop
um,
up on social media. But
yeah, I'm invested in this shit. I ain't
yeah, I just see it when it pop. I just see it when it pop up
too
on social
invested.
media.
Nah, this shit's
But
hot right now. So
yeah, I think yeah WrestleMania finna happen.
yeah, Saturday and Friday.
Yeah. See,
Boy.
I don't even been on the stories, bro. But I see
I
like
remember you used
I
to be
know John
tapped
Cena.
in.
I know John I know John Cena and Cody Rhodes fighting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Theo
Where I'm
John
telling you,
Cena.
I just see, but that's kind of how it's always been. I kind of just see what's going on social media. Like I just see whatever they post and I'll scroll. I'll keep scrolling. But
That's how WWE used to be with me, but this shit really done got
yeah,
hyped since Vince left. So
yeah. So man, we could touch on that since you want to touch on that. Bring a whole new group to the pod, a whole new fan
yeah,
sector. You know what I'm saying? All right. Well,
yeah,
that's been round one of the playoffs, man. Um, I'm gonna tap in obviously after
yeah.
most of these games. Might bring Rayvon back on, see how his predictions working.
Sure, we
And
got the playoffs this weekend. Oh yeah, hold up. The rest of my predictions. Yeah. Celtics
you
and
gave all your
Mavs.
predictions.
No. Nah. I just gave it for the Pistons. I didn't even do the Pistons and Knicks. Hold up.
Yes,
We
you
got
did.
the
You said the Knicks.
I
You
didn't
didn't
say
give a
how many.
you didn't say how many, but you said the Knicks.
Ah, honestly, probably Pistons. I mean, nah, yeah,
Pistons.
nah. Nixon five, Nixon five for sure.
Knicks and five.
Celtics would be a clean sweep, honestly.
Yeah.
Uh,
Cavs.
yeah, yeah. The East is so boring. Like it's like a no brainer. Like some of these are no brainers. Like
Yeah.
yeah,
The East ain't where it's at. It's all in the wild wild west.
I do have the yeah. I got the Celtics making it all the way. To be honest,
I do too. But we'll touch on that as the rounds progress. Right now, we sticking with round one. So I'll be back after. I'll do it after the weekend games. So we'll have game ones on Saturday, game ones on Sunday, and we'll tap back in on Monday.
so
You dig what I'm saying? Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Make sure y'all share. Make sure y'all like. Make sure y'all follow all the social media handles, man. And it's been real with my dog Rayvon. As I
yes,
said, we go
sir.
back like car seats.
We out.